NFL on EA Sports. And we've got the two teams who met in Super Bowl 55. It's the Bucs and the Chiefs. All that and more coming up next.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Kansas City Chiefs. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Tampa Bay coming out along with a man who needs no introduction, the great Tom Brady.
And at one point he announced to the NFL world that he had accomplished everything he needed to and was going to retire, but then reversed that decision. And I think everyone who likes football loves the fact that he's still out there throwing it around and still at the top of his game. In a career that's seen and accomplished just about everything, he figured there's always room to add to that legacy.
First play, first pass for Brady. This one complete to the running back, Chase Edmonds. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Brady now on first down. He's got Otten. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Working with his 2nd and 4. A man who grew up right here in Kansas City at Center High School. It's Rashad. They see right through that defensively. That's going to be hit and taken down to the backfield.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On play action, it's Brady. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Fourth down, so Jake Camarda is out there. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And when you think of Patrick Mahomes, you start to think about all of his attributes, and you realize very quickly you can't just put him into one box. No matter how the game proceeds, no matter what is needed, he tends to have an answer for it and plays accordingly.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Mahomes to MVS there for the Kansas City first.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think a guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a entire breakdown on what the coverage was. Everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run for the first time with Jerick McKinnon.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. They fake the give. Now Mahomes to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Mahomes now to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Rice. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
On first down now, run with McKinnon. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
Joe Tryon-Shoyinka in pursuit that time, and he gets the tackle for loss.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. Now Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. So on fourth down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good, and the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
Ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell us end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take, punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Personal foul. Safety. Defense.
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Here's Brady. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
A first carry now for Chase Edmonds. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Brady to throw. Martin brings it in over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Three 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
2nd and 2, first down marker at the 8. Shotgun now for Brady. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. Able to slither by. And they'll get this down to the 10. And the gain here with the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
And that was back-to-back really nice plays. Some of the offenses call them explosive plays. Pick up nice chunks of yardage, and now they're setting 1st and goal inside the 10. I'd like to be the defensive coordinator right now. What can he dial up to flip the momentum and stomp him on the next play? Maybe decides to come with a little bit of pressure.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. This will be caught at about the 5. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Jerick McKinnon taking it in from 4 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks get them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-0. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a 1st down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Brady. He finds his target. It's Evans. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now a play fake. Brady. That's complete to White.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Brady. Throw left side complete. That's Evans.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks
going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed.
And the Chiefs will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The Chiefs offense ready to go again. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Now here's Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon.
And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes.
The throw right side taken in by the tight end Gray.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Caught on the slant.
And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
They'll They'll try to run this one in. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Mahomes to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. Mahomes going to throw. That is caught by Rice for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this first half.
And I'm reminded that they get the second half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open. Chance to possess the football.
Butker now to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. This one taken in by Otten.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final shot before half for Brady. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan, there you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime. Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Mahomes thrown across his body, and it's intercepted.
And the Buccaneers are going to take over here up near the 40.
Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half.
And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Brady now to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 27. Play action, now it's Brady. This is caught by Evans. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. On play action, it's Brady. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop it.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Brady. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Cade Otton from 13 yards out.
And the Bucs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again.
This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now McKinnon to start the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. And now off to the races, down the right, and he takes it all the way, but there is a flag down, so hold the celebration. This one's coming back. Penalty stings big time. chips away a very good return.
And they work on it so hard because the goal is to give yourself some space for your offense to really work. Try and gain an additional first down outside the 20 or 25-yard line. Instead, this one's going to come back.
On play action, now Brady. And this one caught downfield by Evans. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To throw is Brady. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back receptions for him. It's another 1st down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get. We're back now in KC. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Again, they'll throw with Brady.
Here's White. They set up the screen.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. A lot of. Now 2nd down. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Bucs have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Blankenship out for the point after. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it's Mike Evans who caps it with a touchdown reception.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Second down, McKinnon.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Personal foul. Baseman. Defense.
Trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Devin White defeating the offensive line and getting to the quarterback.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability. Sack resulted.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
What's not cool about the game there on 2nd down? That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey.
They'll get it inside the 20. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Chiefs are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Extra play by Butker is on target.
These guys will take a 10-point lead. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. Open man has got it. It's complete.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Brady going to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. It's caught at the 10. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 54 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Brady to throw again. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. 10 yards on the touchdown pass.
And the Buccaneers have got it back to within a score. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
And out come the Chiefs now. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Handoff, it's McKinnon, and he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now a give, this is McKinnon, and he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. So a big one coming now for Harrison Butker. This to swell the lead to 6. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it online and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, it's a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
So here's Brady and the Bucs.
Down 27-21, 1:47 on the clock. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Back to throw, Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Brady to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
He completes this to Russell Gage. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 20-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. To throw is Brady. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. What a play. Maybe a game-saving play on the knockdown there.
That was beautiful, wasn't it? If you're looking at it from the defense's perspective, they looked like they had a shot at it, maybe a completion. Ball gets knocked away. Can they rise up and do it again?
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One completion, 2 completion. They're going for more. Now Brady.
to the goal line, but it's incomplete. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
This was, and the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, that can help fuel what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.